Hello and welcome to a very, very young reef tank. Now, if you're familiar with this channel, you might be scratching your head going, what in the world are we looking at? What's going on? I'm confused. Normally, this channel features content from Myrtle Beach, but with the current condition, I decided to start a brand new hobby that I've never done before and I've always thought about doing. So I am a extreme newbie to this whole reef tank thing, but we're gonna go along with it anyway. So I cycled the tank, put some live rock in there, got a couple fishies, and decided it was time to order some good stuff for my tank. So I went online and I found Salty Bottom Reef Company, which will sell you live rock, it'll sell you fish, it'll sell you coral, plants, all that good stuff. So I ordered a bunch of stuff and decided I would do an unboxing video for you guys. Now, this is the Salty Bottom website. As you can see, lots of corals, lots of options, not a sponsor, by the way, just want to point that out. So I'll be honest with you if I don't like what I get. They do require 2-day shipping, which is understandable because they're shipping live creatures to you. Now, there is a limit. If you spend $150, you get $20 shipping, which is a pretty good deal because this stuff's expensive in the first place. So here we go. Here's the box that Salty Bottom Reef Company sent me. As you can see, there's a big old cool stamp on there that says live fish. Hopefully UPS man did not toss this thing around the truck. Here is my invoice, all the fun, interesting, hard to pronounce things that I ordered. We'll go over them one at a time as this box opens and comes to life. So I will reiterate probably several times in this video that I am extremely new to this hobby. I've never done this before. This is the first saltwater reef tank I've ever set up. So I guarantee you, be making lots of mistakes. Mistake number one, as some of you that are familiar with this hobby might already have noticed, is I'm opening this box in front of a well-lit window. I was told after the fact that this is a big no-no and I will not be doing that again. So if you're ordering from Salty Bottom, make sure you don't open it in front of a well-lit window. That being said, let's get inside of this package. Very thick, sturdy styrofoam packaging. Included in this was a cold pack since it is very hot outside. There's my little note there, don't open the package in the sunlight. And everything is in its own small bag, but each one of those is in one large bag. Now there is a lot of water inside of here, so that makes sense in case something pops or rips and heaven forbid the package fills with water. So the first thing we're going to pull out is a lawnmower BLENNY. This is a fish that typically stays at the bottom of the tank, part of a cleanup crew, if you will, that'll take care of algae and whatnot at the bottom of the tank. I was told that this was a good fish to have. Not only are there fish in this packaging, but we have some plants as well. Just a red bush, something basic, something pretty to look at. I prefer the red over the green. Next up is a peppermint shrimp, another invertebrate that will be cleaning up the tank. And now I was pleasantly surprised by the next item. It was a Kenya tree fragment of coral I ordered. It actually came extremely large compared to your typical frag. But it is a Kenya tree coral. These are known to grow extremely fast and propagate themselves. So I kind of get it why it's much bigger than a typical frag. But at a frag price, I was pleasantly surprised. Next up is an urchin, a tuxedo blue urchin. I like this guy. He runs around my tank all day. He's always somewhere different. Very interesting to watch if you have the patience to sit and actually watch him move. Very cool creature. Next up, just basic 2 hermit crabs. Just some invertebrates on the bottom of the tank to keep things clean. Nothing fancy, nothing pretty to look at. And another plant to go in the tank. And next up, I love these. The anemones, rock flower. This one's a little bleached out, so it doesn't have color on it, which I'm hoping over time maybe it will get some color. I've got 2 of them. Here's the second one. 2 slightly different looking versions of the rock flower Florida variety anemones. Very, very pretty when they open up and sway in the flow of the tank. The very prolific coral ZOANTHID. So I got a ZOANTHID FRAG, very hardy coral from what I understand, so hopefully I'll be able to keep it alive. Now this large bag in the bottom is full of live rock directly out of the ocean. Now I wanted to get live rock from Salty Bottom because my other live rock I got from Petco. This bad boy right here, this red thing in the background. I was frustrated with this because of fireworms living inside of it. I do not like these fireworms. Not only are they terrifying, but they hurt if you touch them. I will not be going back to Petco to be getting live rock because that rock contained about 25 full-grown fireworms that I had to do a salinity dip and pull out of the rock because I don't care if you like bristle worms or not. I don't want those things in my tank because they will take it over because they multiply like frisky rabbits, and I don't want that. Anyway, moving on. The live rock we got from Salty Bottom, I was very impressed with. I'm very happy with. And the next time I need live rock or rubble live rock, I will be ordering from Salty Bottom. That right there that I just poked, I believe is a sponge. At the moment, it is kind of coming back to life. I'm debating on keeping it or not. I've read pros and cons to having hitchhiker sponges on your live rock. They are very hard to identify, so I'm kind of on the fence on that one. So the next couple items in here are your basic live rock. Not much going on them. Just a couple little hitchhikers here and there. Nothing too obvious that you can point out. But the next couple rocks are very interesting because they actually have growth on them. And I was very happy to see that because I was not expecting it. When ordering these larger rocks, they are classified as a coralline algae live rock, which is a integral algae in your tank that is part of your biofilter. So having that on the rock kind of kickstarts the biological filter in your tank and is very beneficial. And having this, I believe that's bubble algae right there that we just saw and I wrapped back up. I believe that's what that was. Like I said, I am new to this. If I'm getting anything wrong during this video, feel free to yell at me down in the comments. Let me know that I'm a fool. Let me know my cat is way too big and needs to go on a diet. Let me know in the comments down below because I am extremely new to this and kind of learning as I go. I've been told by a lot of reefers, reef tank enthusiasts, that you will make a lot of mistakes, and that is really how you learn in this hobby. The thing I want to try to bypass is making expensive mistakes. So all of that being said and shown, let's go back to the invoice. These are all the items that I have received for a flat rate of $20 shipping from Salty Bottom. Very, very good deal. So of course I acclimated everything via temperature, drip acclimated, and then dropped them in the tank, and everything seems to be going okay. There's the peppermint shrimp hanging onto the Kenya tree coral, which has not gone vertical yet. It's still kind of limp, if you will, but this was day one. As of today, this guy is standing straight up and actually has started to propagate itself, dropping branches. There's the 2 anemones, 2 different rock flower anemones. I like those very much. Very fun to feed those, to watch them grasp their food. As we go up, we see some of those live rocks and some clownfish swimming around doing their thing. There is the ZOANTHID frag. It has opened up. It's very happy. Under the blue light, it shines nice and green. I like it. And there's another shot of that anemone. It's found a nice happy spot right there on a isolated rock surrounded by sand. It's got a good flow over the top of him. I think he's going to do very well. Here is that zoanthid under minor blue light so you can see the glow. Here's another zoanthid that I got from a local fish shop. Another frag. It's more of an orange when I get the blues kicked up, but it's doing well. So, with all of that being said, those of you who are typical subscribers to this channel who might be scratching your head going, why are we looking at fish? I decided to do this because of the COVID conditions out and about. I'm not going to be mingling with tourists right now. So I just wanted to produce something in video form because I enjoy editing and putting together videos. So I slapped this together and made an unboxing from Salty Bottom, because before I personally ordered from Salty Bottom, there was very few unboxing videos online. So I didn't have much to go by. So I made one myself. So if you like this, if you think it's interesting, let me know, comment down below. Maybe I'll make other update videos on this silly little tank and maybe make a whole series out of it. Until next time, everybody, stay safe and take it easy.